Hello, and welcome to more Wandersong. Everything isn't all hunky-dory, though, as we could tell by the thousand-yard stare that Kiwi is sporting here, because Miriam is too injured to come with us to the next Nexus point. So we're gonna be all alone. Who is gonna yell at us and make sure we don't waste time on any side quests? Oh, I can't talk to the king anymore either. Like, it seems like I should be able to, right? But then nothing happens. The same thing happened when I was trying to talk to Miriam. Weird. Anyway. Okay, here we go! Bye, Miriam, I'm sorry! Act 6. The beasts at Icor Mountain. I think I said Icor last time, but I think the word is pronounced Icor. I don't know. I never hear words said out loud. I just read them in books. Okay, this is it! Oh, that was easy. And Miriam made such a big deal out of it. She's so silly sometimes. Well, I guess this isn't exactly it. You need to get to the top of the mountain, right? Right? But I can't fly that high up. There's crazy winds and storms, so you need to do the rest on foot. I got you pretty far, though. Also, I'm really worried about Chondish. All those monsters went loose. Vivian can't fight them alone, you know? So if something happened to me... Well, I just really want to get back. I understand. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah! Okay! Good luck! Whoosh. Oh, so it's like that stupid... it's not even a side quest. You have to do it in Skyward Sword. Of that robot that you have to escort up the Elden Volcano or whatever it's called. But not because of storms or anything. I see you up there. I see you up there. Because it's stubborn. Oh. That weird static. That was in the last spirit realm we visited, too. You learned the word Icor from Jet Force Gemini. You saw it in Shovel Knight. I'm sure I've read it in a book before, more than once. My house now. Kiwi's vacation home. Rented out as an Airbnb. Hall. Well, that's odd. These flags weren't always here, right? Did I just simply miss them? Is there anything interesting back this way? I'm gonna say probably not. Why are you getting Yume Nikki vibes? I don't know, why are you getting Yume Nikki vibes? Because you're expecting Uboa? Maybe? I'm gonna go in that house and flick the light switch. This way to the heart of Aya Temple, so obviously we don't go that way. Can I walk on these? No! What is the point? Why would you have this little mountain here? Well, I hear violins. Let me in. Let me in! Hello? Oh, more Airbnbs. All for Kiwi. What about this one that was down below me? Oh, I can't get there. Never mind. Hello, Lyra! You haven't seen Wandersong before? It's very cute. You should check out the previous parts at some point, or just play it yourself. I think you would like it. I am going to sneeze. Please pardon me interrupting the narrative. Okay, I think I muted myself in time. Oh, you... What brings you here, pilgrim? This place is not safe. Please, come inside with me. In this chapter, QE becomes a monk. Oh, Mask is up there. Welcome, pilgrim. I'm sure you've noticed how quiet it is here. The heart of the mountain has changed. A dark beast stalks its slopes. The people who once lived here have evacuated. Only we monks remain now. I'm sorry, it's the name Kenneth for a monk. Something about that is just really funny to me. Maybe there are monks out there named Kenneth, and I don't mean any disrespect. It's just not a name you would expect on a monk. At first, the monsters were many. They came down from the mountain peak. Destructive, hungry things. We tried to hide everyone here in the temple, but after the monsters spread away from the mountain, the beast came next. Its presence is terrifying, pilgrim. It is empty, utterly devoid of life or personality. A dark harbinger of the end. Nobody is safe here anymore. You are welcome to stay in the temple with us, but you should consider leaving this place entirely.
Actually, I came to climb the mountain. I have to visit the overseer here.
Pilgrim, you must reconsider. Nobody has communed with the overseer in our lifetimes. They have long since abandoned us.
They're just sick. All the overseers are getting messed up. That's why this stuff is happening. But I'm gonna fix it. I'm learning the Earth Song.
You seem so sure. I do not know what this Earth Song is, but I will not stop you from carrying out your will. If this is truly the end, it may not much matter what you do anyway. Thanks. Is anywhere safe anymore? We are cut off from the rest of the world here.
I've definitely seen monsters, but I don't know if they're everywhere.
I fear the end is coming soon, and there is no escaping it. Use this time wisely, pilgrim. You know what Kenneth reminds me of is in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I had a ninja named Lester. And the reason I made them a ninja was because their name was Lester. We devoted our lives to the teachings of Aya. She is a creature of light, of love. But even her love cannot extend forever. Our world is old and weary. Our overseers have abandoned us. We are beyond redemption. It is our time to go. So we are witness to Aya's darkest hour. All things die. They would not be so beautiful if they did not. This is something Aya understands. A world that never died would be meaningless. We should be proud to be alive for the end. We are what makes this universe a beautiful one. We have been preparing for this for a long time, though I did not foresee it would be in my lifetime. I am grateful. Every moment we have is a gift from Aya. I do not worry for the time taken from us. Instead, I am grateful for all the time we were given. You ought to be grateful too, young one. Also, hello, Kelly. Sorry I missed you beforehand. And hello to anyone who was lurking and I may have missed. A visitor! How unexpected. Are you a student of Aya as well? Have you come to this high place to witness the end? We have plenty of space, and accommodations, and rations. This temple was meant to support many more people, but they have all evacuated. We would be happy to have you here. It will be a special thing to be part of. I wonder what it will sound like. I wonder what we will see when she sings. I do not think we will suffer. And I wonder what the next universe will be like. Even though we are not worthy to be a part of it, I hope we will see a tiny glimpse of it. They say each universe is born perfect. We are at its end when discord is taken over. But I would like to see a perfect one. It would be so fulfilling to see her wondrous vision, to hear her wondrous song. I also like this guy and his optimism, I guess. If that's what we call it. Just that dignity in the face of doom.
We are all disciples of Ea. We believe in her and in her plan. We have always known the end was coming. We would be fools to not accept it when it is so plainly before us. In the scheme of the universe, we are like insects. No, we are smaller than insects. We are like tiny specks of dust on the feet of insects. No, in fact, we are like subatomic particles in the dust on tiny insects' feet. Well, you get the point. There have been countless universes before ours, and there will be countless after. It is sad that we are here to witness the end, but it also marks a new beginning for another universe. This is Ea's way. It is her design. Who are we to intervene with that? Yeah, the perspective whiplash is something, isn't it? Hey now, Wanderer. You gonna climb this mountain? I like chilling with these monks, but I might try climbing too. Maybe I'll see you up there. Seems things just get worse and worse these days. Are you scared about the world ending? Yeah. To tell the truth, I am too. It's hard not to be scared, especially for the things you can't control. Well, if you can't control it, there's no point to be scared, is there? But the scary thing is, what if you can control it, and you aren't? I really think we're connected, Wanderer. Everywhere I go, you're there too. That's not nothing. You ever notice how sometimes an idea will come to many people around the same time? Have you ever felt that when someone shares their thoughts? Like, oh, I was just thinking about that too. It's like that, Wanderer. We're all connected by threads visible and invisible, and I think the whole world is thinking together, even when we don't know it. I don't believe in coincidences. All the big things in the universe, they're just made of small things put together. And those small things are made of even smaller things. It's impossible to understand everything. But to understand something big, you gotta understand the small things it's made of. The crazy thing is, the whole universe is just one big thing. It's made of all the small things together. And that's why even the tiniest, smallest thing, like the feeling when you tell someone, I love you, can tell you something big about the whole universe.
The way Mask was talking reminded me a bit of the Zero Escape series, which I know at least a few of you are also familiar with, and how that often delves into philosophical discussions and the nature of the collective unconscious conscious, you know what I mean. Anyway, I don't want to spoil those games, and I don't feel like I'm articulate enough to go into that in detail, but Mask says some interesting things. This whole vibe, this acceptance of death. Have the devs ever considered making a program to deal with the 5 stages of grief? Maybe that's what this game is about. Or maybe I'm just thinking about it too hard. And it's about a cranky witch getting to blast things. Get back up there, Kiwi. You can do it. The dialogue there reminds you of the characters of Zeal and Chrono Trigger. They don't seem quite as full of themselves, though. I can make the strings resonate. Ah! What the? Bird? I'm not going to unleash something horrible by releasing this creature, am I? Something about the atmosphere and the violins here make me think of the Canadian wilderness. Hey. Oh! Thank you. But I need to go a different direction. Oh! Wah! Catch me. Some sort of albino phoenix. Oh, not there? There we go. Whoa. But how do I get across? Oh, you'll carry me. Come on, Kiwi. Catch me. Bird! You're ruining the moment, Bird. Okay. Let's take it from the top, Bird. Albino Phoenix sounds like a wrestler name or a shiny version of Phoenix Wright. Now, Phoenix is gonna have like one of those shiny colorations. Or like it's just barely different from their normal color, like Garchomp. Okay. Thanks, Bird. Oh, there's a bunch of you now. Wow. Help me out, Bird. I have to let them catch me. Trust fall. Ugh. Hang on, Bird. Oh. Well, that wasn't even in a spirit realm type place. I guess Kiwi's just that unkillable. Okay. Help me, Bird. Just kidding. Rip again. No, I had it. Okay, so it seems like the bird can carry me for a limited amount of time. Oh, bird relay. No, I'm trying to help your friend. Who's locked up all these poor birds? I'm again impressed with the different ways this game allows you to traverse environments using the power of song. Can I help you? Oh boy. I assume the static means they were locked up by those otherworldly, beastly monsters. And not that the birds themselves are causing this static. Oh, that was just one bird. Somehow I thought it was a cluster of birds. Can you take me anywhere interesting up here? Wow. Oh, like a bird relay. Will somebody catch me? Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. Oh. What? Kiwi can't die. Aya doesn't want them, and the devil's terrified of them. Even the devil knows they would be swayed by the power of Kiwi's optimism and song. Oh, hey!
Mr. Monster! Wow, I can't believe it's you! Do you live in this cave now? Can I come through? Oh.
Different monster? No? Well, I pantomimed at them. I don't know what to do. You gonna... Not impressed? I can't just sashay on by? Yeah, Q, are you saying they all look alike? That's rude. No. Kiwi's too polite to let the adventure continue. Putting in a good word for me. Oh, thank you. You're not gonna talk to me? Making my way down to the club, here to steal your girl. Oh, thank you. Got like a little bug problem here. Or maybe the bugs have a monster problem in their home. Wow. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to. Sorry. I got excited and I jumped off. Thank you. Boy, you live here? It must be a pain having to move those rocks. Ooh. Oh. For a sec I thought Kiwi was afraid of them, but Kiwi just doesn't want to squish them, my friends. Move, please. Move, please. No. No. Can I coerce you into moving? Doesn't really look like I can make them move. They're not responding to my music, it feels like. Can you help me out, monster? No? Can I jump over them? Okay. It was that easy. Don't squish! Or we'll never get that Bug Fables sequel. Oh, are you gonna come back? No? Okay. Boy, there are a lot of insects. Ugh. Good thing Miriam isn't here, otherwise she'd be breaking up the raid. Nothing so crude. she'd just blast him. Maybe she likes insects. Boy, if only I had a monster friend with me. Can't believe I overcomplicated that. When all I really had to do was just... jump over them. Why are there so many, though? This doesn't feel like a good environment for insects. Like, where all the plants and stuff to nosh on. I don't know if I can... Nope, nope. Okay, not that way. Down here, I guess? Kiwi is so pure and good that it has literally become an obstacle. Kiwi's got the right idea, though. I don't like squishing insects. I've been made fun of by my coworkers beforehand. Or because of that. Like, insisting on escorting spiders outside. Or escorting, like, a moth outside or something. Look, they eat mosquitoes, okay? Please get these mosquitoes out of my face. Mosquitoes have a right to exist too, but boy, I do not want to encounter them. Wah! Oh no. I imagine I just soft-locked myself. You don't like killing bugs either. You say sorry every time you do. Me too. Like if it happens on accident. Or even like, I will swat fruit flies. They make my nose itch. Well, Oh. We're making so many friends without Miriam slowing us down. Bug concert. Oh boy. Aggregate behavior. Okay, I can't make them come up here. This is not what I was anticipating. Well, I guess that Bug Fable sequel came early. Wow, strong! You were trying to escort a bug out from somewhere at a previous job, and it was taking a bit of time to scoop them up, and your coworker who was watching got impatient and crushed it. No! Jeez. Well, that's disheartening. No respect. I don't know, I always try and maintain just a general respect for other living creatures. Wow. So strong! I guess they're just gonna be holding that rock up forever. Thank you for your service. Oh wait, I guess I need it now. Huh. Gosh, the power of teamwork. Okay, collect more. Move it here. Put it down. And then carry me! Perfect. Anyway, be kind is the lesson here. If you can. Oh, I need more. I need more. I need to recruit more. No, wait, come down here. I keep worrying I'm squishing them doing that. Okay, no, I need to pick it up, move me over. must acquire more bugs. Come on. Join the pile! Generally, you only kill pests like silverfish, or if you don't, there will be a million more, and spiders because you're severely arachnophobic. Understandable. Silverfish sound extremely unpleasant. I don't like insects inside in my domicile. They just make me itchy and uncomfortable. Oh no, I think I didn't bring them down. No, come on, bug pile. Oh no, it's like clipping on the, I'm stuck. My bug pile is too powerful. Come on, down here! Why can't... Oh, there we go. Okay, carry me. There we go! What if I stepped on one right there? Like, accidentally. Ah! Thanks, Kaboo J Bug Fables. Oh, now it's cold. Feels like home. Oh. We had some pretty heavy snowfall last week. It's gone now, but... Oh no! My friend, I don't know what you are, but... Can I help you? Are you just gonna leave them there, Kiwi? Wow. Harsh. Oh! Oh, I have a rock. Okay. Can I use this rock to revive the, Oh, they eat the rock. Oh. Electric narwhal. Eh. I really like the... Gudetama vibes, you know what? Yeah. Can I, like... I can ride on them! I like the sitar noises they make. Oh, I tired it out. Feast upon your favorite rocks. Absolutely friend-shaped, right? Very cute. A real ditto smile. Oh no! Kiwi, why didn't you bring more of those weird rocks in your hat? Oh, here we go. Feast, my friend. Gorge yourself, my friend. Something about, like, this kind of face is just peak character design. It's like a Wooper. Wooper's also, whoops, being peak character design. Oh, I can't carry the rocks up with me. Ah, my friends! The lethargy takes over. That's just me when I get home from work. Me always. This thing is a Pokemon. Behold Kiwi's mighty steed. You know what? This fits them. Something like a horse? No. Too noble. Too commonplace. But this fits Kiwi to a T. Oh, look at its smile grow thinner. No! Mayday, mayday! Ah, jeez. I'm sorry, friends. I need to find you more rocks. Is there any below me? Here we go. Boy, your metabolism is something else, huh? Get up there. Quagsire is a good friend. I have one on my Soul Silver team. Her name is Chalco. Tragically weak to grass, so like you could throw a bag of lawnmower clippings at a Quagsire and they would probably pass out. But by golly, I love them. Oh no! No, I thought I made it! I thought I made it! Ah, heck. Hang on, I'm gonna give them more rocks. Just because they deserve it. I was so worried about conserving energy. Ugh, beans. That I thought, oh, I'll just jump the rest of the way. Even when there isn't actually items to use, I'm still being stingy. I need to conserve your energy. Electric narwhal. Kiwi is extra dense and hard to carry. Is that why Miriam didn't want to carry them? And always complained, you're too heavy. My friend. My gosh, how do these electric narwhals survive if it takes so much energy to maintain flight for such a short amount of time? Here you go. Is there anything over here? Ugh. Huh. Oh, beans. It's like a torpedo crashing down to Earth. I'm sorry. By not carrying Kiwi on their back, that's fair. I seem to be able to get more horizontal distance out of them than vertical. Oh, unless I came from this way, never mind. Maybe that's all in my head. We did it. Probably have to go up there, though. It's like in Sonic Advance. I think Tails can get more horizontal distance and Cream can get more vertical distance. Actually, no, maybe it's the other way around. I think it's the other way around. Whatever. Which way am I going? Let's go this way. Seems right. Beans. Don't cry. Somebody do an edit of that bit from, I think, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where it's like, I've only had electric narwhal for a day, but if anything happened to them, I would kill everyone on this mountain and myself. No. You know, they're fussier to steer than you think, but it might just also be my subpar maneuvering of the right stick. Okay. Okay, well, I'm up here. Let's try again to get across. Really should just keep like a stash of those under your hat. No, your hat, Kiwi, heck. Okay. Hello, Lane. Welcome. I hope you had a nice walk with your wife last time. Can you come a little closer, my friend? Just having to hop back to hop on your back. I feel like I'm not maximizing my efficiency here. I'm glad to hear it. You can't get closer, your desk is in the way. That's okay. I feel that you're here in spirit, and that's all that matters. Hang on, little electric narwhal. I got snacks for you. Everything will be okay. Who has hung all of these prayer flags in this inhospitable atmosphere. Maybe the electric narwhals did. Oh, and a pleasant time zone to you too, Kapotoko. Look at our friend here. Hang on. Oh, its smile is tiny when it's tired. Oh, great. Now it's that mountain in Chrono Trigger. The wind threatening to blow me off. Hang on. Big smile. You can't even see it. Okay. Oh, let's hustle before the winds. Boy, Kiwi, you really need like a winter cloak or something. Well, it's like Gusty Glade in Donkey Kong Country too. Ugh. The same people who hung up all those pear flags in the Alpine skyline in Hat in Time. But you could grapple down those. I can't grapple down these. You know, this is like, what's that mountain in Chicory? Right, the wind. I don't really get a lot of pushback from the wind if I'm on the ground, but if I'm in the air, I don't have to press anything to stay upright, but if I'm in the air, then Kiwi gets blown back immediately. What if I should use the wind to my advantage and... Ooh. Okay, that'll just lead me back down. Oh, like Celeste, too. Where are the air... Yeah, where's your air dashes, Kiwi? Get on their level. What's that mountain not Kiwi, in Chicory called? Ah! Oh, I pulled back. Because I thought I would need to jump on the back of my electric narwhal. Maybe I don't. Ah, leap of faith. Okay. I'm here, friend. I have snacks. One more pat. Yeah. Okay, where am I going now? I guess left. I wanted to pick up another rock. Since you're recharged, I'll have to go left. What? I like that the wind actually dies down when you're in a cave. That's a nice touch. Subtle, but effective. Okay. Hup. Whoop. Just slam dunk it in its mouth. I don't know where I'm going exactly. I was gonna hope it's this direction. No, I think I just went backwards. I pet you by accident. Yeah, I definitely went backwards. Jeez. They are a brave friend, aren't they? I mean, they already fly all the time, and Kiwi has certainly been through a lot of hardships on their own, but this electric narwhal, braver than any U.S. Marine. Maybe I need to go this way. Yeah, this seems more promising. I'm trying to get on its back. Hang on. There we go. Okay. No, what did you... No, why did I get thrown off? Oh, no. I don't know how that happened. I'm trying to get on its back again. Buddy, help me out here. Oh, we just made it. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, okay, the wind's blowing back and forth now. Yeah, definitely getting Chicory vibes. Or I guess Chicory should have given me Wandersong vibes, but, you know, I played that first. Up. Something about these, like, really frantic strings and the sitar reminds me of something. Almost like something you would hear in Fantasia. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to gun it, little buddy. You can do it! You can do it! Yeah! You did good. Oh! Scary. I hope this snow isn't a bitrate killer. Oh no, I'll never know what the clip is because it isn't displaying, but I'm honored all the same. I wish I had a cool rock to feed my friend. Friend doesn't even want to look at it. Kiwi doesn't want to approach it. Oh, my voice is getting lost in the snow. What, do we just leave? Come on, Kiwi. No? I'm dancing right now. Ah! Quick, sing at me. Well, electric narwhal isn't gonna help. Yes, it is. Don't hurt yourself, friend. My friends, you're out of cool rocks for juice. Huh?
Pretty good entrance, right? What do you think? Too much? Stunned silence. Got it. Looks like you're in a real pickle here. Lost on a mountain. Giant monster. Really calls for a hero, don't you think? Wow, you're really no fun this time. I guess that's fine. Let's make this fast, shall we? I'd say it's finally time to unleash my secret weapon. The Potion of Power! Fitting, don't you think? This is the one you got for me. And now it's gonna save your life. Oh no, wait! Spare me the theatrics. You aren't seriously still trying to stop me from killing monsters, are you? No, that's not it!
Maybe it'll get disappointed and leave? Her scarf is still trailing dramatically. Maybe it's got like a motor in it.
Are you... Where am I? Where's my sword? Did I lose it? Right. The monster. I drank that potion and... I'll look for a way out of here.
Good luck with that. You You're not feeling it, huh, Kiwi?
It's a total cave-in! We're trapped! And my sword is gone! You ruined everything! As usual! And now...
There's no way out. Well, the hero kind of looks like they came out of Pop Team Epic. Yeah, it's not Audrey, it's Peepee-Me. Well, we might really die here. I might really die here. The hero.
You can't do anything? Not without my sword. Oh, what about the Rainbow Girl?
Who?
The Rainbow Girl! You know, the messenger of Aya.
You mean Ayala?
She has a name?
She's not coming to help. Back in Chondish, I told her to leave and never come back.
Why did you do that?
She bothered me. She's manipulative. She's supposed to be my guide, but she just told me what to do without letting me think for myself. Like she knows better. Last I checked, I'm the hero, not her. A real hero shouldn't be bossed around all the time. If you just follow what everyone says, then you never decide anything for yourself. It's demeaning. You probably wouldn't understand. Ayala didn't either. She'd just tell me what to do, where to go. But I'm not her puppet. It's my job to save the world. So I got rid of her.
She bothers me too. She told me I could save the world by meeting all the overseers and singing the Earth Song. And that I was special. And she believed in me. But it doesn't feel like it at all. The overseers are dying so fast. And no matter what I do, everything's getting worse.
When I asked about you, she said, "Don't worry about that little bard. The Earth Song is totally made up, and it'll never even work. You're the real hero." Moi.
She said that? I thought she said the same to you. I had no idea why you kept trying.
Guess it makes sense now. She just lied to you.
No. She told us different things. Maybe she lied to you. Or maybe to both of us.
She would never lie to me. I'm the hero. She just told you what you wanted to hear. So, she told you you're not the hero?
Yeah. She tested me. With your sword, I think. But I couldn't use it.
Oh.
You must be really special to be able to use it. I think it kind of makes me jealous.
Really?
I'm really scared about the world ending. I wish I could do anything to stop it. I want to make a difference. But I'm so small. And unimportant. You can change things. You can make things happen. But you're using your power to kill overseers. I don't want to give up on the world. It feels wrong to end everything. I wish it was my choice. Well, that's a relief. Huh? With all of Ayala's lies, I thought for a second that... Well, it's ridiculous, but she made me think I might not actually be the hero. Before this all started, I felt like you do. Small, weak, normal. Being the hero isn't easy. You have to know how to... Were you even listening to me? Don't you have anything to say about that? Making the world end? You're fine with that? Well, I don't know. It's the way it works. How do you know that's how it works? You said yourself that Ayala told lies. What if that was one of them? I know it. Because I'm the hero. But what if it's made up? You said you were worried you weren't the hero. You didn't let me finish. But what if you aren't? I am. I can use the sword and you can't. That's how it is. Why does using the sword make you a hero? Because that's how it works. Look, whatever. I don't care if you think I'm the hero or not. It's totally inconsequential. Okay? It doesn't change anything about our situation. We're really trapped, huh? Yeah. All right. You really want to know the truth? I am scared. About ending the world. A little bit. But that's what the hero is supposed to do. I can't let my little fears control me. Even if sometimes it means pretending. I couldn't say that to Ayala, because then she'd think I wasn't the hero. What if she changed her mind? Took back my sword? I can't go back to just being nobody. But now that she's gone, and you can really decide for yourself, you don't have to do it, do you? What if it's the wrong way to save the world? Have you thought about it? Do you still really want to? Yes. I considered all the angles, and that's the way it has to be. I don't know anymore what was real and what was just stuff she said. But if there's a chance, even just a tiny one, that the world didn't have to end and everything would be okay, isn't it worth it to try? Audrey? What was that sound? So, are you gonna check it out or what? I still want you to answer my question about ending the world. Sure, but you should really check that sound first. The rocks might collapse again. I'm gonna take a drink of water, one sec.
Thank you. My throat's very dry. Electric narwhal? Kabuje bug fables?
Bugs!
Bugs?
Bugs, Audrey! Bugs are here!
Did they move these rocks?
Yes, Audrey! Bugs move rocks! They are very good! And they can help us escape!
So, you're saying I have to rely on bugs to get out of here?
Well, I'm friends with the bugs. But we don't have to help you too.
What? You leave me here to die?
You have to make a promise, Audrey. You have to promise to be nice.
Okay, sure.
You have to say it. Say you promise to be nice.
Really?
Yes! Say it!
I promise to be nice.
Louder! I promise to be nice. And you have to promise not to end the world.
I can't.
Yes, you can. That's a very normal, easy thing to promise. Look, I can do it right now. I promise not to end the... It's not that simple. The creator of our entire universe chose me to do that. I can't just promise that away. That's not how that works. Fine. But then maybe I shouldn't help you. What? Come on. I'm serious. If I help you escape and you kill the last overseers, it'll be my fault. I could save the world right now. I could leave you here. Don't do that. That won't... Ugh. I promise not to end the world. There. Okay? Yeah! Look, Audrey! I think they're telling us to follow them. Well, don't mind if I do.
Just that easy, huh? Oh, thank you. Gosh golly, that makes me really happy.
I can't believe we're getting out of this. When I realized my sword was gone, I thought I was done for. I feel naked without it. Even if we get out of here, I don't know what I'll do without my sword. I hope it's still on top of the mountain. What do you need it for anyway? You're not killing overseers anymore. It's more than that. It's the source of my powers. Without it, I'm basically nothing. Audrey, that's not true. Your sword isn't what makes you great. Well, my sword is what lets me shoot lightning. I would say that's pretty great. What were you like before you knew you were the hero? Before I was the hero, nobody cared about me. Nobody? Why would they? I mean, yeah, I'm strong and smart and pretty, but lots of people are those things. That's not what makes people care about you. When I got the sword, that's when they cared. So, Ayala tested you in a dream, right? Yeah. Did she test you too? Yeah. When the end of the world is nigh, I think everyone in the world has that dream. That's how they find the hero. Everyone? Everyone. They're all told the world's ending too. But most everyone forgets about it after. Or pushes the knowledge to the back of their mind. It's a hard thing to accept. How did you become friends with the bugs anyway? I was just very, very careful. Everyone steps on bugs without thinking. Can you imagine how that feels? What, to step on bugs? No, to be stepped on. Sounds pretty painful. Not just painful. It's sad when nobody even cares about you. So I don't step on the bugs, Audrey. And just for that, they're your friends? Yep. Caring about others goes a long way. How could you care about something so insignificant, like bugs? How did you even know they would help you? Huh? I didn't know they would help me. That's not why I care about them, Audrey. I care about them because they're living things. And even if they never did anything to help me at all, they would still be worth caring about. You and me, Kiwi, handshake like-minded spirits. Have a good night, Lyra. You're so... simple. I guess I am. Let's go. Just like that, huh? Help me out. Look at my cool friends, Audrey. But you wish you had cool friends. You got none. Up. Up. Man, I wish I had a scarf that trailed dramatically behind me like that. Ugh. Oh, come on. Up. And then to the left. There we go. I'm assuming Audrey can just, like, yeah. Kiwi's got resolve, that's right. I'm not commenting on that. Audrey! Don't step on the bugs! Oh. I wasn't even watching for them. They might be tiny and fragile, but they're special. Bugs are cool, Audrey. And they're our friends. And you promised to be nice. Okay, well, can you ask them to move? You know, every time it rains here, which is extremely rarely, and there's worms on the sidewalk, I am always extremely careful not to step on them ever. Like, I'm always meticulous about my footing, almost to the point of paranoia. Not quite, but I would definitely be very upset if I wound up injuring some poor earthworm. They're friends. They till the soil. And we must respect that. Huh? Left hero with none sword. If you see a worm on the sidewalk, you'll take it to the grass. For some reason, you have a soft spot for them. That's nice. I like that. Maybe the worms appreciate it too. The birds might be disappointed, though. I hope this one isn't as aggressive as a cat. Bark! Is this an overseer castle? Yes! And I'm the Heart Fairy! Why is there a castle inside this cave? I don't know. Why is there a cave inside this castle? Oh, it's because the spirit world collapsed. So everything there got pushed into here.
Bark! Seems possible.
Ugh. Wait, so does that mean the Overseer is here?
No! He left. All this weird stuff started happening at once. The King of Hearts got sick and started acting funny and making monsters. And now we're in a cave? And he ran away. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You're not supposed to do anything. The King of Hearts can't be fixed. The only thing anyone can do is end his misery. Well, wait a second! Audrey! You promised! No killing overseers! That's right. I did. But then, what should we do? Do you think it's better this way? The King of Hearts a beast skulking about... Wait a second. Is the King of Hearts a big black wolf monster?
Yes!
Well, he is now. But he was nice before. So that monster we saw earlier, that was the King of Hearts?
Are you really gonna kill him?
No! We'll find another way. Right, Audrey? What are you gonna do? Sing to him? Maybe. That's ridiculous.
That might work. The King of Hearts really likes music. If there's any bit of him left, and you put all your heart into it, he might respond to it. It's worth a shot.
Yes! See, Audrey? We have to try. And you promised. Okay. Okay, fine. We'll do it your way. Maybe. Maybe it can work after all. That would be nice.
Bert, you give me a good feeling. Are you the hero?
Oh, nope. That's Audrey. But do you really think I seem like a hero?
Yes! I like you!
Wow! I like you too!
The King of Hearts is really good. Or at least he was. He's the most sweetest, loving, nice Wolfie. He loves everybody and he would never hurt anybody. Yowza, I'm so worried about him. Why did he have to start acting so strange? Do you think he'll be okay?
I don't know. But we'll do everything we can to help him. Me and Audrey have a very special agreement. We're working together now.
Okay. Gosh, I'm excited. I really hope you can help him and bring him back here. He's my most special friend in the whole universe. He loves to bark and play and howl and not make evil monsters, even though that's what he does now. If you can make him normal again, I think everything is going to be okay.
Okay, enough already. Do you talk this much to everything? We need to get a move on. Well, bye.
Bye. This is like Miriam 2.0 now. Someone more competent than QE. Yelling at them for yammering on. Don't invoke that song in chat. I hate that song. I hate that song.
Do you really think singing is going to do anything? Yes, it has to. I hope you're right. For both our sakes. Remember the sun and moon overseers? When overseers are dying, they lose their personality and their shape. By the end, there's nothing left that's recognizable. So, even if the King of Hearts used to love music, there's really no guarantee that part of him is still alive now. No way! Music never dies, Audrey. You'll see. Hey, hang on a second. Where's your witchy friend? Oh, Miriam? You hurt her. Remember? Oh. Well, you and her really messed up back then, letting creatures out of the spirit world. And she was a real jerk, too. But you aren't so bad. I'm amazed you let her hang around you. Her attitude was so bad Hey! Don't talk about Miriam like that. She's my friend. And I'm still mad that you hurt her. I hate that you call yourself a hero. You just act like a big bully. When you have a problem, all you do is hurt people. You're no hero at all. And what you did to Miriam was really terrible. She was just trying to help my friends. She was going to save the world with me. She's a good person. You didn't have to hurt her, Audrey. That was just plain evil. Sorry for hurting your friend. You're sorry? I'm doing my best to be the hero and do the right thing. Maybe I went too far. Is she okay? I don't know. She had to go home, but I think she'll be okay. I just wish she was here. The things you do with your sword aren't always good. I know you fought monsters and saved lots of people, but you also hurt us a lot. I think it's good that you lost it. You don't need it to be a hero. You'll see. We'll work together and save the King of Hearts. I hope you're right. You've already surprised me. So I guess at this point, I'll believe anything. I won't be much use without my sword anyway. So, as scary as it is, my fate here rests in your hands. What have I gotten myself into? I need another drink of water. I'm sorry, my throat is going. Just like Audrey, goodbye. Wah, I've chugged like all my water. Ugh. Boy, I was so dehydrated at work the other day. I chugged like 2 cups, like 500 milliliters of water, just like in one go. Ugh. Nothing quite like icy cold fresh water. Audrey, my legs are so stumpy. They're not really. Audrey has stumpier legs, but it just feels like that. I miss my electric narwhal. Was it on my store playlist, or I just dislike it in general? I dislike it in general. There's a lot of songs out there that have very big audiences that I don't like. Okay, you want to know a secret? I don't know if it's a secret, because a bunch of coworkers were all like yelling along to it the other day. I know it's a very popular song and a lot of people like it, and I don't mean any shade or disrespect, because I recognize my tastes are very different in some respects to other people, but I hate
the song Mr. Brightside. I hate it. I know so many people love it, but like that's one of those songs where like I hear a second of it and I'm like, turn that off. Turn it off right now. I hate it. Now you know. But again, these are only my... Audrey apparently has some thoughts about my musical. Audrey? Audrey, are you okay? Well, she's just there now, forever. Hang on, she's still there? Audrey? Someday. Audrey jumping for 1,000 years crashes Paper Mario. Anyway, I want to be very clear that me not liking a song does not mean like, oh, it's objectively a bad song or whatever. Because I know a lot of my stuff that I enjoy people don't like and vice versa. Respect the differences. Hey! Chew toy. No! That's my sword! That stupid dog has it! Where's he taking it? Let's go after him! It is such a sick design, right? Smoke Wolf. You better not get stuck again, Audrey. I can only carry this team so hard. Look, I'm just salty about music because I tried to make a suggestion for a playlist to put on, and like not even half a song in, I got vetoed. People were like, ugh, no. Hey! That stupid dog! What are you doing? Holding my sword over lava! Give it back here, boy! Audrey, don't antagonize. No! Yes! My bird friend! That was close. Too close. This thing almost destroyed my sword. That would have been a catastrophe. He's evil. No, Audrey! Don't you see? He's scared. He doesn't want you to hurt him. That's why he tried to take your sword. But he didn't hurt us. Didn't hurt us. He buried us under a rock slide. We're lucky we escaped alive. Your bird friend has the right idea. The beast hurt them too, didn't he? This isn't what you promised. You have to be nice. Let me just sing. We have to try, Audrey. I think there's still something good inside him. I don't know that song, Joe. Who's it by? Blah. That doesn't look good. That thing's just a monster now. It won't listen to us. No! There has to be a way. There might be. If you let me hit it with lightning. That'll stun it. And then you'd be able to get close. Will that hurt him? Yes. Huh? Fine! But only because I want to help him. Please don't do any more than you have to.
Could you make yourself useful? And maybe cover me? I can't charge up if he's attacking me.
I see, I see. I don't know that song. I don't know that band. Oh, goodness. We'd make a good team, you know, aside from, like, all the violence, Audrey. What? This is good, right? I'm making shingles fly off it. That's good, right? Don't bite my face off. That's the only one I got. Round 2. Oh. Maybe I have to block that while it's happening. Oh, I guess I need to stand near Audrey. Sorry! I was trying to anticipate one of those earthquakey attacks again. There it is, there it is. Ah, there we go. Somebody needs to dub over that unsettling boss music from Sonic CD USA. A very important moment, but Audrey is just staring at us unimpressed. Doing the best I can, Audrey. Blah. 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 Run, Kiwi, run! Blah. Blah. It's reminding me of the boss fights in Chicory a little bit. Smaller dog. Blah. Still? I'm worried I'm gonna miss a command with Audrey's lightning distracting me. Sorry. Kiwi doesn't seem terribly athletic. And again, they've got, well, great lung capacity. Sorry. We're all spoiled by the rule of 3, right?
Hey, you're the King of Hearts, right? I bet nobody even tried to talk to you. But you're not really so bad, are you? Audrey! You Yeah, well, I lied. But why? The King of Hearts wasn't bad. He didn't have to die. You just don't get it. And maybe you never will. This is just how it had to happen. And I did what I had to make sure it did. I told you. I can't just promise away my responsibility. Being the hero is more than that. Then being the hero is stupid. It's stupid and I hate it. It's stupid and I hate it, and you didn't have to do it. You could have chosen different. We could have healed the Overseer and fixed everything and stopped the world from ending. But you ruined it. You ruined everything. Sorry. Lil B! No.
How you doing?
Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Ever again.
What?
You're a liar. This is just a game to you. You don't really care about us at all. You don't care if the world ends. You don't care about anything. I thought I could be a hero. I thought I could change something. But it was all a lie. To make me feel good. I should never have listened to you.
Lil B. That hurts. But it's not true. I really didn't lie to you. I swear. Actually, I came to tell you, I'm totally on your team now.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, you're still definitely not the hero. But that doesn't matter. You're good. And there's still a chance to stop the end of the world. There's still one more Overseer. The one we, skipped.
The Dream King?
Yeah. I told Audrey as much. That maybe she should stop and give you time to collect the Earth Song. But she really didn't like that one bit.
Really?
I think she's really scared, Lil B. When I said she should wait for you, she acted like I was taking something from her. I think she really wants to be the hero. Basically, no matter what. She's kinda dangerous. I mean, I love you both, but she's gotta be stopped.
Then there's no time to waste.
Yes!
We need to hurry. Back to Langtree.
Right. But first, you gotta collect the King of Hearts song.
Right.
Is it electroplankton now? It's like I'm twanging strings. Like that. What? Oh. No? Are they changing the colors that they should be? And I'm just not perceiving them? Everyone in this game is very trustworthy. Pink. I think that was yellow and purple. It might be the wrong shade of pink. Act 7. The Song in the Storm. These flowers look familiar. Hello, Boogie. Boy, this is... Well, I want to make an Earthbound comparison, but I don't want to spoil that game. Actually, this gives me Kirby vibes. I do need to call it an evening soon. I wonder how much of this game is left. Because I could finish it on Friday. But it's sort of like a delicate balancing act. Oh my. I was thinking, this looks like Ruby's house in Low. Yeah, I don't want to, like, either leave myself with too much or too little on Friday. What is in the background? Is that like a towering monster? I can see the stars falling. But I thought I saw the silhouette of a monster back there. Google says this is the last act. Kiwi's already gotten mean. I don't think they would tell Audrey to fudge off.
Hey now, Wanderer. I'm not surprised to see you here. We've been all over the world together now. It's been a huge adventure for me. I bet it has for you too. But someday the adventure's gotta end, doesn't it? Everything's gotta end someday. I'm glad to share our connection, Wanderer. We only crossed paths briefly, here and there, but I think it made a difference. It's amazing, isn't it? Even the tiny little things we do, they can send out ripples that can change all the people around us, and then all the people around them, and then the whole world. We just gotta make our ripples good. And the whole world would be a bit more good too. When I left on my journey, I thought nothing really mattered. And then I started to think that maybe everything does. Now, I really can't decide which it is. But I know one of those is. And they're almost the same thing. But they're also really not at all. I guess figuring that out is really the biggest question there is.
Oh, have a good one. I think I'm gonna call it an evening here, because I have to be up really early for work tomorrow and I'm very tired. But then, since this is the last act, I think we're gonna finish this on Friday. And do something about the end of the world, maybe. Or maybe the universe will just end anyway, and it'll all be for naught. But hey, we met an electric narwhal, and we're helped by Kabuje Bug Fables. And I'd say that was pretty good, except for Audrey. Thanks for nothing, Audrey. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Please take care, stay safe, stay healthy. I will catch you next time for the finale, perhaps, of Wandersong. Good night.